Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Holly. I hope everyone's having a great day. And today, this is a little bit different than what I normally post on Sundays. It's a what I cooked for dinner and just meals that I cooked during the week. And I just wanted to see if this might be something you'd like to see. If so, I will post these on Fridays, maybe once or twice a month. And I just thought these might give you some ideas of what you might want to cook for dinner during the week. This first meal is real simple. I just cubed up some chicken and sauteed it with some garlic powder, onion powder, and some pepper. And you want to just cook this down until the chicken is completely cooked. And I'm using this Classico vodka sauce. And this one's a really good sauce to use. And also some fettuccine. And you can use any type of pasta that you want. This is what I had on hand for this night. So once my chicken is completely cooked, I just add that pasta sauce to it. And then I will add the cooked fettuccine, and I add it as I go. I don't add all of it at one time, just to make sure that the sauce will be enough and it's not more pasta than sauce. So just stir it until it's cooked, and that's it. It's a really simple and easy meal to make for your family during the week. And I just served it with some mixed vegetables, and with the pasta that was plenty. So that's an easy meal to make. And then the next meal I made was thick pork chops in the oven, and all I used was that McCormick bag and season for pork chops. And you just follow the directions that are on the back, and it makes it real easy just to throw something together really quick. Also, we had broccoli florets with this, and I also tried this Betty Crocker crispy potatoes for the first time. Now, it says ready in 20 minutes, but I felt like it took a little bit longer, mainly because it just took longer to crisp up. But for the pork chops, all you need to do is just add that seasoning over the chops, and you want to coat both sides. And these really did turn out nice in the oven, I think because of the thickness. And you would add just a little bit of water to the bag, and that helps to steam it a little bit. And you want to make sure that you tie that end really tight with the little twist tie that comes with it. And you will poke a few holes in the top of the bag, and that's to let that steam out. So make sure that you do that. So you want about 4 holes. Now the potatoes, you just need water and some oil for it. And once you heat that up, you add your potatoes, and then you're going to cover that. And you're trying to just get them a little crispy, but I felt like it took longer than 20 minutes to do so. And after a certain amount of time, you will add the seasoning pack to it, and you just want to make sure you stir that well. And then after a little while, they'll come out crispy. It just took me longer than 20 minutes to get there. And I just had some broccoli and that pork chop, which was really juicy. This next recipe is a recipe that my husband's mom used to make for him, and I still make it today for him. But it's just about 2 pounds of ground meat, at least 1 or 1.5 pounds of ground meat, some ground sage, and some black pepper. And I use a decent amount of the ground sage. This really is what adds flavor to this. And this was her version of a shepherd's pie. So once you have the seasoning on your ground meat, you want to just cook that down. And I like to use, like I said, the black pepper also. But I use about 3 decent sized carrots. And what I will do after peeling them, I will shred them into that ground meat. And then I will cook that down until they get tender. And I like a lot of carrots in this. It adds something to it, but that sage definitely adds flavor. but you want to make sure that those carrots are cooked somewhat. Now, regular mashed potatoes are better than the instant, but if you're having a day that you need to do something really quick, which I needed to do that this day, I just went ahead and made the instant, and it was fine. I just would prefer real mashed potatoes. But when you're in a bind and you need to do something quick, it's great to have that on hand. Now, after you cook the meat down with the carrots, I add just a tiny bit of water on the first layer, just so that way it doesn't stick and it doesn't dry out. And then you would add your mashed potatoes, whichever you're using, and you want to just spread it out. Now, and I also put salt on top of the potatoes every layer that I do, and then you will add your meat. So this is more of a layered shepherd's pie, because I feel like you get all of the meat and the potatoes. It's not just all the meat on the bottom. So you get that in every bite. So just continue to layer. And as I said, when you add the potatoes on top, you definitely want to add some salt to that, because potatoes definitely need salt. Even the instant ones do. Now, that last layer is going to be the potatoes, and just sprinkle it with some more salt. And then you put this in the oven on 350 for about 25 minutes to half an hour till it bubbles up. It's heated through. Everything's cooked, so you're just trying to heat everything through. And we just had it with some green beans, and it really is a good meal. I think you would enjoy the shepherd's pie, at least her version. And this is how the layers look when you make it. And this is a meal that we usually have as leftovers, so it's a great meal to make to have a little extra for the next night, because it does make a lot. But it really is a delicious meal. And this is another recipe that we enjoy. We like the Blue Runner red beans in the can. It's just so much easier than trying to cook those beans that are dry. And this is just so much faster. And it's also a good meal to make for leftovers if you're looking to do that. And all I do is chop up some onions and some bell pepper and mince up some garlic. And I will cook this down in some olive oil. And you want to just cook that down until it sweats, until it gets translucent. And I will season it with just some pepper. And also my favorite Weber New Orleans Cajun seasoning. And I like this because it's not really very spicy, but it adds a lot of flavor. And I like to season my onions and the bell pepper and the garlic first. I don't usually add this to the beans. I just feel like if I season the seasoning, then it adds flavor to the beans. And I also fry up some sausage, and that's just some regular smoked sausage, just cut. And I like to fry it down so I can render off that fat, and that fat's not in the beans when we're eating it, because it's just too much. Now, once your onions and bell pepper and garlic are translucent like this, and they're cooked down, then I add just my sausage to it and kind of just stir that in after I've drained it out, all the fat off of it. Then I will add the 2 cans of beans, and then I'll just cook this down just for a little bit, and all those flavors get into the beans. It might not be the prettiest thing to eat, but it is really flavorful, and we grew up on this, so this is just what we're used to eating. And I like to add my Tabasco sauce to it, and you serve this over some rice, and it really is a hearty meal to eat, and it is a good meal. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas of some meals that you can make for yourself and your family. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like this particular one, please let me know down below. And I will start to post these on a Friday and probably maybe once or twice a month. But I will continue on Sundays to do my regular videos with new recipes or recipes that I've made before. And I just hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell, and that will notify you when I post new videos. Thank y'all for watching, and have a blessed day.